In my last video, I spoke about a couple of storylines that I felt were important for new fans to go back and have a look at to kind of ease yourself into the world of the WWE. Now, one of those stories was Cody Rhodes finishing the story. And for obvious reasons, that was very important to me. For me, it wasn't just a wrestling angle. It meant more. I've been a Cody Rhodes fan since the beginning, and everything that happened to Cody on this journey felt like it was happening to me. Let's talk about how one man's story became a movement and why that movement was so important. Cody's entrance music starts with "Wrestling has more than one royal family," and Cody was certainly born into wrestling royalty as the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, a character that was larger than life. But Cody's early WWE run, it didn't feel like a legacy fulfilled. He was talented, charismatic, but he was stuck in the mid-card. And for a period of time, he was stuck behind this character, Stardust. He wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't really working. So on May 22nd, 2016, WWE released Cody Rhodes. Pretty much the first chapter in this story. Cody hit the indies and never looked back. He wrestled in gyms, arenas, anywhere he could. From his match with Kurt Angle, to joining the Bullet Club, challenging Okada in New Japan, he was building something, not just for himself, but for wrestling. Then came All In. I'll go into more detail about how important that show was, but that birthed AEW. Cody helped launch a new company, a new era. His match with his brother Dustin, one of the most emotional things I've ever seen. That was Cody, fully unleashed. No limits, no masks, just a man chasing his legacy. In 2022, Cody decided he wanted to focus on the original dream one more time, and he returned to the WWE. At WrestleMania 38, the American Nightmare made his first appearance. Cody was back, and this time, he wasn't asking for a chance. He was taking it. In his own words, he had to finish the story. A heated rivalry with Seth Rollins would dominate his return. But unfortunately, before his scheduled match at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Cody would tear his pectoral muscle. And despite continuing with the match and wrestling in the most gruesome look you will ever see, he had to go away for a while to recuperate. Cody would again return at the 2023 Royal Rumble. And he won. It felt perfect. A straight path to the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. But then, heartbreak. Roman retained. I can never forget the feeling I had at the end of that match. I was speechless. I was lost for words. Like, this whole design was for Cody to finish the story. And all of a sudden, the story was unfinished. The bad guys won. And you were just left deflated, unsure of what was coming next. Cody had a career year in 2023. He had a heated rivalry with Brock Lesnar, the Judgment Day. He even had a tag team championship run with Jey Uso, with a very infamous press conference that actually launched a certain movement. Yeet. Then came the 2024 Royal Rumble. And yeah, Cody won again, joining the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels, winning back-to-back Royal Rumbles. You were left thinking, okay, this is it. He's going to finish the story. The Royal Rumble PLE literally ended with Cody pointing at Roman, saying, "Roman, I want you." But then we were hit with another disappointment. The Rock had returned, and the company pivoted. And they decided the story could wait. Cody literally stepped aside, allowing The Rock to challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It was crushing. It felt like Cody was being robbed again. But the fans, we weren't having it. This wasn't about booking anymore. This was about respect. Respect for the journey. For the man who gave everything. That's when it started. We want Cody. Signs, chants, hashtags. Entire arenas erupting. I'd never seen anything like it. People were emotional, fired up. Not because they hated The Rock, but because Cody's story meant so much at the time. It was bigger than a match now. This was a statement. This story matters. And eventually, they listened. At a WrestleMania 40 press event, Cody took back his WrestleMania main event. But it wasn't just as simple as pointing to Roman Reigns, saying, I want you. No. You see, The Rock made it a bit more difficult than that. Cody would wrestle twice at WrestleMania 40. On night 1 and night 2. Night 1 would be a tag team match. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Yeah, his old foe. The winners would determine the main event of night 2. You see, because if Seth and Cody won, then Roman Reigns' bloodline would be banned from ringside. But if The Rock and Roman won, then it would be bloodline rules, which pretty much meant they could make it up as they went along. Night 1 ended with The Rock pinning Cody Rhodes, which meant night 2, the odds were stacked against him. This wasn't just Cody finishing Dusty's dream, finishing his own story. No, this was so much more now. This was Cody's redemption. This was our story too. The WrestleMania 40 Night 2 main event was one of the craziest wrestling matches I've ever seen. With interference from Jimmy Uso, and then Jay took him out, and then Solo Sikoa, and John Cena took him out, and then The Rock took John Cena out, and then Seth Rollins tried to get involved but got blasted, and then The Undertaker showed up. But the most important thing that happened at the end of that match, Cody hit 1, 2, 3 crossroads, pinned Roman Reigns, and became the WWE Undisputed Champion. Cody had finished the story, and we'd finished it with him. For me, this was a full circle moment. Again, like I said, I followed Cody from day one. From when he first came in with gear that didn't match, that he'd clearly borrowed, to winning Intercontinental titles, to Stardust, to leaving and doing the unthinkable and coming back. It meant the world to every Cody Rhodes fan that was there, me included. This was proof that persistence pays off, legacy matters. Cody left WWE and he bet on himself, and it paid off. This journey reminded me of why I fell in love with wrestling in the first place. Tell me in the comments, what reminds you of why you fell in love with wrestling? Or if you're a new fan, what's making you fall in love with wrestling? And tell me where you were when Cody finished the story at WrestleMania 40. And please, please, please like and subscribe, because you never know. If I find out you're watching and you haven't subscribed, maybe I'll hit you with a crossroads.